You know, I don't defecate anymore. I don't shit. I just urinate, but it is quite chunky. I used to weigh 150 kilos. That's the power when you're not eating food. You don't put on weight. It's really that simple. Well, I guess I got into the smoothie industry about 15 years ago, after a night that I choose to not talk about too often, as quite scarring for me. My mother was beaten to death in a bread-related accident. 15 years ago, at the age of 12, I had a run-in with Bread Boy. My mother! My mother! Oh, God! My mother! Curse you, Bread Boy! Man, it's just too scarring for me to even talk about. Ever since then, my opinions on solid food in general really have been changed. 4 years later, my father slipped on a banana peel. We're on the Great Wall of China. We were walking along, and he stood on it, slipped, and he's gone. I had to find my way back from China, back home. I had no concept of planes when I was that age. I had to find my own way home. I made my way out of China and found myself in Tibet. I found a small community there that had a very unique way of life. Now, obviously, this was after both my mother and my father had passed to food-related incidents. And this Tibetan village, they had a NutriBullet. They had a smoothie machine. They put everything they could find into this NutriBullet. They put yaks. They put small children that weren't quite strong enough to survive in the Tibetan landscape. They put nuts and seeds. Everything they consumed was through this one NutriBullet. I ended up living with them for several years. I learned the ways of the smoothie.
So, what is a Smoothie Sage?
What is a Smoothie Sage? First off, we're going to be needing to grab some supplies. We're going to head off to the supermarket. We're going to purchase some solid foods to convert to the way of the liquid. And we'll be right back. Whoa! Supermarket! Ah! I only got the apple one.
Herbs.
Around here, yeah.
Great for slow cookers. I'm a slow cooker. You know, some people subject their dogs to vegetarian diets and stuff like that. I like to subject my dog to a strictly liquid diet. Oh, see, I don't kick dogs. I love dogs. Like my pussy. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking all of this.
All right, boys. I thought we'd start off something nice, something easy. The classic American hot dog. You can pretty much just open her up. Nice, yeah, tastes like a hot dog. Well, I like to make the hot dog as the normal people would make the hot dog, you know, the fucking solid foodies. A little tomato sauce on there. Get a little bit of mild American mustard on that. And this is how you do it, because mustard, it's already a liquid. You can't put too much in. It really just adds to the flavor. Delicious. That's a fucking good looking hot dog if I've ever seen it. If you've got a solid food that might be too solid, might not really blend up well, texture when you're drinking it is too solid, that's really a no-go. Because if you're drinking a solid liquid, then you're pretty much just eating solid food. Come on over, let me show you a little secret. I've got a tap. I got a tap here. And that's how you do it. You just add a little bit of water to the smoothie. A moment of truth. looks like fucking vomit. Look at how delicious that hot dog looks. Doesn't it just look so much better than what it did? Ooh, smells like mustard. We're gonna pour that into a glass and we're gonna refrigerate it a little bit. Put it to the side. And at the end of the show, we'll have a whole taste testing of all the different smoothies. Oh, fuck. Nice. Nice, we'll save this one for later. I'm a sucker for some chips. Probably the biggest thing from changing to a liquid-only diet. I can't eat my chips. I love chips. So I went out and I bought a couple of my favorite bags of chips. My sweet chili Doritos, a little small bag just for a bit of extra flavor, and some balls. Oh, I covered it. Some balls. You guys like fucking balls? Now, see, I like to give some of them a bit of a shake, you know? Oh, look at that. That's gonna fucking go down like a treat. Oh, yeah. Oh. Man alive, look at that. And see, sometimes if you come to it and it's a little goopy, you know, a little soupy, that's borderline solid. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water to that. Ooh, chuck it back in, blend her up a little bit more, shake her. Nice. Ooh, sorry, I'm showing a little bit of belly there. Ooh, don't look down there. Keep your camera up, man. I'm actually struggling. That wasn't a joke. That's so good. That's fucking delicious, man. I love it. Alright, so I'll just go about putting this away now. And that's the best thing, you know, you get that little munch as you go. Oh, that's fucking great, man. You can't beat some chips. We got a bottle of chocolate here. Now you can tell, stupid idiots that made this, they wrapped the chocolate up inside the bottle. It's a waste. It's not good. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you a little old Tibetan trick. Just come over here, come over here. See all the wrappers? Boys, you see how it's all wrapped up? You know, the chocolate's in there definitely, but it's covered by wrapping. We don't want that. We want to get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. Ah, Tibetan magic, folks. That's how you do it. No camera tricks there, guys. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this into the smoothie maker. Whoop, 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 whoop. With dairy-based products, I like to, instead of putting water in the mixture, I like to add a bit of milk. This is genuine yak milk. Pour a little bit of that in there. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Oh, it's leaking! Ah! Now, see, that looks pretty good, but it's still quite solid. Bread boy? It's all sticky from where the chocolate escaped. That's what they teach you in Sage school. You gotta clean up after yourself, you know? Don't wanna leave a mess. Got their cheese balls in the sink. Blender still works. That's nice and liquidy. Look at that. Pour them in there just like so. Ooh. Ooh. A little bit of solid and a little something escaped there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And you know, to top it all off, what I like to do, excuse me cameraman, just gonna slide on this way. I'm gonna grate some of the zombie chew over the top of my chocolate milkshake. Ah, fuck! Ah, I grated my thumb. Alright, nice one. Can we get a shot of butter? Yeah, get it. Yeah, can I put the boom on? Ooh. This is the staple Kiwi breakfast, a blue V and a pie. Down here in New Zealand, we have a little bit of a tradition with our breakfast. Big Ben pie and a V. Now, I don't think anything beats it really. I think it's a great combination of carbohydrates, protein, and a little energy boost to start off your day right. Now, here at the Jaystee Channel, we do like to not die from food poisoning, so I'm gonna put this in the microwave real quickly. Boom! Alrighty, now I did get chicken and gravy, which isn't the best pie, might I say, but it's the only pie that they had. A steak and cheese would have been better, a mince and cheese maybe, but chicken and gravy will have to suffice. Pour in a little bit of blue V. I'm so excited. Nothing tops off a Kiwi breakfast quite like... Fuck, where'd it go? Alright, I'll do that again. And finally, nothing tops off a Kiwi breakfast quite like a cheeky... Where the fuck? Where is it? Okay, I got it, for sure. And finally, nothing tops off a Kiwi breakfast quite like a cheeky old dazza. I'm just gonna sprinkle that in. I'm not an idiot. I wouldn't put the paper in the smoothie. Who do you think I am? You can't drink paper, but you can do this. A little garnish. Ooh, smells like a tradie's asshole. That's right, so bad. Nice. And now this will go into the storage unit. Some call it a fridge. I don't. Up next, it's noodles. The great thing with drinking it, again, you don't have to cook it. You can put these noodles in raw, naked as the day they were made. Beautiful. Time for a little bit of flavor. Oh, and almost forgot, how could I? The seasoning, of course. A little, Kobe! Warning. People that can hear might want to turn their ears off because it's gonna get a little loud. Some would call it noodle soup, but the intellectuals among us know it's actually a noodle smoothie. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, that's borderline solid. That's real borderline. This is on the cusp of solidness. If it was any more solid, you may as well fucking throw it away because it's not gonna be any good, man. Not gonna be any good. I do fancy myself a little bit of sweet and sour chicken on an evening, you know, but of course, I can't actually eat the chicken. I tend to buy maybe like a pate instead of the chicken to blend them with it, because it just...
It's pate.
Pate? Shit. Okay, I mean a pate. Pate time. I've just been informed that it's not a pate, it's a pate. I'm gonna add this to this, and it's gonna be a bit of a unique flavor. I can't say I've ever done it before. Honestly, I've got high hopes. It does look incredibly tasty. Oh. Delicious. But hey, another pate. Pate. How do you even open this? This looks really appetizing. I'm not even gonna lie right now, guys. Oh, look at that. Delicious. Absolutely. Oh, divine. Absolutely divine. The fucking, I don't know how to say it. This is gonna go in first. Wow. Isn't that just a work of art? Doesn't that just look so goddamn delicious? Just looking at it makes me want to fucking drink it. Drink it all up. I'm so excited for this. We're gonna pop that onto the blender. Actually, dude, it looks pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. That looks pretty damn good. And I think that that's all the smoothies. I think we're done. Now, is the time for the taste test. We got hot dogs, we got Doritos and Cheetos. We've got a little bit of a chocolate and zombie chew combination here. A pie, a durry, and a blue V. This is the noodle smoothie. And then finally, a little bit of elegance to round it off. Some sweet and sour chicken juice
and a little bit of a party, a cracked pepper party, if you will.
Now I'm gonna do a TTT analysis for you folks at home. A taste, a texture, and a tummy feel. So how it tastes, what the texture is, and how it makes my tummy feel, okay? This is hot dog, but liquid. That is fucking delicious. Oh, so good. In fact, that I'm gonna save the rest of it for later. A TTT of the hot dog smoothie. I mean, taste really, you can't go as far. It tasted like a hot dog. Admittedly, probably a bit too much mustard went on the hot dog. I did dob quite a little bit of mustard on that bad boy. I don't even really like mustard that much, so, you know, let's say about a 6 out of 10. Tasted like a hot dog with too much mustard. It wasn't actually, it was very liquidy, very easy to drink. The texture wasn't that, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 on texture. Tummy feel, it almost came back up, you know? That was how good it was. It almost wanted to go up and down again. I mean, I'm gonna give it about a 4 on that one. Look at that shit. These are the Doritos and the Cheetos, baby. Immediately, we've run into some problems with this one. I don't know how this is gonna go down. I'm gonna give it my best shot, though. This is not coming. This isn't working. I have an idea. I got a solution.
Spoon!
I'm gonna eat this like a yogurt. Yogurts technically aren't solid foods. Oh man. Let it sit, let it ferment. Now the taste. Doritos and Cheetos, excellent combination. That bad boy is an 8 out of 10 on the first tee. As you can tell, the texture of it leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not a liquid at all. We really missed the mark on this one. It really wasn't what we were going for. So I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 10 on the texture. It's drinkable, but marginally. And tummy feel, you know, I got 2 scoops of that bad boy. So that is a 7 out of 10 on the tummy feel. So I don't know what that adds up to. But now we're moving on to a snack, a treat, if you will. This is the chocolate with zombie chew shavings over the top. A little soggier, as you can see, a little more liquidy than the Doritos and the Cheetos, which is good. That's what we were after. Without further ado, let's drink this. So let's give it a little taste. Man, that is fucking sickly. That is so sweet. Oh, that tastes like a whole chocolate bar has melted and then you're drinking it. So basically liquid chocolate's what I'm trying to say. Is exactly what this liquid chocolate tastes like. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 on taste. It tastes like chocolate, which is a good taste. It misses the mark on how sugary it is. Texture, I think a 6 out of 10. It was a little chunky. There were bits of solid in there. So that's a no-go straight up. Tummy feel, I can guarantee you drink too much of this, you'll end up with a not very nice feeling in your tummy. 5 out of 10. That's average. I probably should have started off my 6-course meal with this. This is obviously the breakfast option. A chicken gravy pie, a blue V, and half a durry. You know, we're not crazy about cancer on this channel, so bon appetit.
So good and tasty.
That's good. That's real good. That's fucking delicious. Fuck, man, that's probably the best one yet. Holy fuck, that was vile. That was disgusting. There's a very strong undertaste of cigarettes in there. You taste it all at once, you know? The chicken and the gravy and the V and the cigarettes all in a lumpy mix going down your throat. Doesn't make for a pleasant breakfast experience, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I can't in good faith recommend this to anyone who wants a quick and easy breakfast. Taste is a 2, bro. That was rank. That was not good. The texture, 3. It honestly felt like vomit, but going into my mouth. So I'm gonna give that a 2 on tummy feel as well. That's the grand total of 7. On to the noodle smoothie. Similar to the Doritos and Cheetos, this has solidified slightly inside the cup. Since we're eating noodles, we won't use a spoon, we'll use a fork, because that's what you do when you're eating noodles. I feel like an old person who has to get all their food blended for them, you know? It tastes exactly like noodles, but just in a blended form. Overall, I give it maybe, I don't know, noodles are pretty tasty. Give it like an 8 out of 10. On the texture front, a little chunky, not the smoothest of smoothies that I've consumed. I'm gonna give it like maybe a 6 out of 10 on the texture. Tummy feel, now I don't know if this is a result of this weird kind of brewing pot that I've got of all these different concoctions in my stomach right now, but I am starting to feel quite queasy. Tummy feel is gonna be a solid 3 on that one. Now on to the main event, the grand finale. This is a little original Jaystee creation. This is the sweet and sour mix with some cracked pepper pate. Without further ado, it's here to be drunk, so let's drink it. That's actually not that bad. That's quite spicy, but that warrants a second drink, to be honest. Oh! The second one was a lot harder to get down than the first one. I feel like I had a bit of adrenaline going through my veins. It's surprisingly spicy. I don't know what's, maybe the pepper. Blah! Not the worst. I imagine it would be very similar to how it would taste if you just like got sweet and sour and you got all of the little porky bits and just squeezed them, you know, and poured them into a cup and drank the liquids out of that. It was probably a 3.5, a 4. Texture, very liquidy actually, which is the aim, which is the goals. I'm gonna actually give it a 7 on the texture. Tummy feel, man. Not good, not good. I'm not gonna lie, my intestines are fighting a war right now inside my stomach. I can feel all sorts of bubbling and shit going on. I'm gonna give it a 4 on how it made my tummy feel, because, I mean, it hasn't made me gag like some of the other ones, but you can feel it sitting in there and just fucking, you know, a chunky hole in your stomach. Well, that experience was relatively unpleasant. My methods are extreme, not for the faint-hearted. Fuck, I don't know how to end this video, honestly. I guess at 1,000 subs, I will chop my dick off. I don't know.